Good morning. I am so excited for our journey off the map together, but I know that you all as first year teachers have a lot of questions and concerns, and I'm not sure what to do with all of this massive book of curriculum and a packet you handed me. And so I just want to calm some nerves and maybe help you be able to formulate your thoughts so you can ask better questions on Sunday at our meeting. And so one of the most popular questions is, how long am I with these kids? And so the answer to that is you're with them about 40 minutes total. And this is what it looks like. We're going to try to keep them from coming to your room until 8:45 a.m. At 8:45, we'll send kids to your room. And at that point, you're going to want to have some kind of opening activity. Now, there's a part of your book that's called group time opening activity. But it may not be enough to keep your kids entertained for that 15 minutes. You're also going to have kids trickling in as they're dropped off during that time. So you're not going to want to sit down and try to go over something you want all of them to know. And so I would look over at what's called your Bible learning activities. It's part of each of your day. And in that list, there's normally about 4 or 5 items for you to look at. So I would find one of those that you could have set in your room that your kids can just come in and work on. For teachers, it's kind of like that table group time as they're coming in. And so just have them come in and work on that and have that kind of morning work kind of feel that they have something to engage with as soon as they come through the door. But it's something that they can drop whenever it's time to go to opening rally. So opening rally, we're going to do that a little different if you helped out last year in a different capacity. We have intercoms in all the rooms now. And so we're going to announce that and we'll send you all in and there will be signs by your grade and you'll sit with your grade and we'll get your kid pumped up and we'll sing music and we'll do the talk about missions and we'll watch the video that has a cliffhanger each day. And then we'll release the kids to you. And you all are first thing because the Bible and the story of Jesus and his love for kids is why we do Vacation Bible School. And so they're going to be with you from 9:30 to 9:55. And that is not very long. And so when they're in there, I would want to make sure that these 3 things are happening every day. That my group of kids know the Bible story, that they are being familiarized with our key verse, and that they know the main idea for today, the day, which will be reiterated to them in every rotation they go to. And so in that, you probably are not going to have time to do all of these activities that are in your book. And so kind of like those of you who helped in children's church, I would pick 1 or 2 activities that you're like, okay, if I share the Bible story, if I do the verse, and then we work on this activity and we get all of that done, then we're doing great. And so have 1 or 2 activities completely prepared. Your bins will be totally put together for you with all of your supplies, unless you received a letter that said, hey, unless you tell me I'm not going to provide this, whether that was for a finance reason or spending a lot of time in the Florida woods. And so I would have those 1 or 2 prepared, and then I'd have 1 that takes less prep kind of off to the side, maybe the second one off to the side, like, okay, if we have time, we'll work on this. And then your goal for the rest of the day from 9:55 on is for you to build relationships with your kids, like engage them in missions and crafts, spend time with them, and love on them so that they begin to trust you and to get to know you, so that as God works in their heart, that you would have the privilege to have a spiritual conversation with these kids. And so I know that there is a lot of information here and your packet's really huge. And so I just want to encourage you, as you have questions, I'm here to be a resource for you. I want you to feel confident and not overwhelmed. And part of that is if you have free time next week, the week of June 28th, that you can come in. I'll be here any day but July 4th. So if you want to come in and sit down and talk about your curriculum and just feel like you have a better grasp on it, or if you want to come in and you want to ask about well, how do I decorate my room? I don't want mine not to be the same as so-and-so's, or I don't want to do too much. I don't want to do too little. We can have those conversations. And so I just want to thank you all for your willingness to go on this journey off the map with us, your willingness to share Jesus with these kids. And so as you have questions, let me know. But I hope that this little 5-minute video helped you feel a little less overwhelmed.